Some of you are distressed right now. You feel like you're in an impossible, hopeless situation in your marriage. Maybe your husband is addicted to pornography or drinking way too much or whatever. Maybe your child, maybe you have a rebellious child who just fights you every step of the way and it just seems hopeless, like nothing will ever change that. Or maybe your finances seem hopeless. Whatever the case may be, I want to recommend something that I've discovered in the last 10 years, and that is your prayers, my prayers, can change everything. See, I don't have the power to change my child's heart, to change my husband's chart, to do a miracle with finances, but God has the power to do the seemingly impossible. Our job is to pray it in, to be persistent in prayer, to expect, to have the faith that as long as what we're asking is in line with God's will, that He will do it, that it's not a matter of if He'll do it, it's just a matter of when. You know, in James 5:16, God says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Did you hear that? And a righteous person just means a person that's seeking to obey the Lord. So as long as you're seeking to obey the Lord, God is saying in that verse in James 5:16 that your prayer, my prayer, is powerful and effective. Jump back, right? This means that the things that I could never do on my own, like changing my husband's heart or changing my child's heart or doing a seemingly impossible miracle with our finances, the things that I could never do on my own, God can do. God has all the power. I have seen Him do amazing things. I've seen Him soften my husband's heart. I've seen Him draw loved ones to Christ who seemed like they were never going to come to Christ. But after praying and praying and praying, month after month, year after year, they come to Christ. I've seen financial miracles, just crazy miracles, creative financial miracles, where God, for instance, in one case, where we were just destitute in ministry and we're like, I don't know how we can pay our mortgage. There's no money coming in. And then God sends us unexplainably this letter from a life insurance company saying, would you like to cash out this life insurance policy for your father who died 15 years ago? And we're like, what life insurance policy? And he died 15 years ago. And why are you telling us now? And why are you saying you'd like to cash this out? And we said, yes. And then a little while later, a couple of months later, we're destitute once again. And we get another letter from a life insurance company. In this case, for me, I had never had any knowledge that I had this life insurance policy. Zero knowledge, never had a single contact in decades, and I suddenly get a letter in the mail saying, would you like to cash out this life insurance policy? And we said, yes, I think we would. And it was a financial miracle. God is so creative, and He can even soften your husband's heart, your child's heart. Ezekiel 36 says that. Read it for yourself, where He says, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will replace that heart of stone, that hard heart, with a heart of flesh. Read it for yourself in Ezekiel 36. I've seen God do that miracle too. Our job is to pray and realize that our prayers can change everything. You have to be patient. God doesn't always answer it lickety-split. But I like to look at it this way. It's not a matter of if God will answer this prayer. It's just a matter of when. As long as it's in line with God's will, I know that as long as my prayer is in line with God's will, it's not a matter of if. It's just a matter of when.